I have AIDS.
I have syphilis.
Don't come closer.
The girl stuck in the washer.
Terrified.
I looked at the beautiful girl.
With no dirty thoughts.
I only wanted to
but
save
she
her.
thought I would harm her.
She shouted, "Not
I
here."
promise.
Once
We
I'm
go
out,
to the bedroom.
Hearing that gave me a headache. 2.5 minutes earlier,
Nika
put dirty clothes in the washer
and
found a cat
She
inside.
tried to grab
But
it.
as soon as
She
she
got
leaned
stuck in the
in,
washer.
I had just finished gaming
and
with my
was about to
sister.
use
When
the
I saw this
bathroom.
scene,
Nika,
what are you doing? Yumo, I'm stuck inside. Can you help me? How did this happen? I came over to
and
the
saw
washer.
she
wore only a big towel.
For a second, my mind went wild.
What am I thinking?
still have my
I can't do
sister. I
anything
shook my
stupid
head
and
hard.
pushed those thoughts down.
Nika and I are only classmates.
If I did something wrong and ended up in prison,
Who would care for my sister?
My sister's smile,
so pure and
cute,
kind,
filled my mind.
That bond cannot be
Damn
abandoned.
it! I
Don't
suddenly shouted.
underestimate
I
our
calmed
sibling
myself
bond.
down. I gripped the washer
and pulled
opening.
hard.
It hurts, Yunmo. Careful. Nika, don't make weird sounds.
What are you doing
How
there?
are you stuck so
I'm
badly?
catching
It's
the
inside, so I can't shower.
It feels awful.
I can't
It's
pull
not
you
working.
Out.
Are you
Let
jammed?
me look up a
So I
tutorial
took out
first.
my phone.
If a
Shall
girl
I?
classmate is
Inside
inside
a
a
washing
washing
machine.
If a girl is
What
stuck
should I
in the
do?
washer,
That
giving
for
you a
both your
chance.
safety.
Please use protection.
I shut off my phone.
What
Speechless.
the hell?
It almost
Suddenly,
corrupted
I
my
thought
mind.
of a solution.
Use skincare oil to
Nika,
lubricate it.
wait a moment.
Then I quickly
Nika
left.
was still stuck inside.
Her face turning
Mixed
pale.
feelings filled
She
her
burst
heart.
out with more strength,
Clenched her
and
fist,
tried to escape by
We're
herself.
all adults.
She understood certain
Now
things.
she was stuck in the washer,
unable to
the person
move.
outside could do anything. With her looks, she was certain
Few
men could control
I
themselves.
must have left
a safety umbrella.
Oh no, she would soon
If it were
lose
somewhere
her
else,
innocence.
Nika could still
She
fight back.
usually carried weapons.
If anyone dared touch
she
her,
would stab them without
but
hesitation.
before entering the bathroom, she hid her weapons
Now
under
she
the
was a
pillow.
lamb for slaughter.
So she struggled like crazy,
trying to make herself
but she was
safer.
stuck too tightly.
This was not
She
the first
hated
time.
her heavy
It
chest.
attracted disgusting
and made
men.
moving
Now
it brought
her
her total despair.
Footsteps quickly
Her heart
approached
pounded.
Nika.
Like a prisoner awaiting execution.
Deep down, she was fragile.
Fear squeezed tears
she
from
knew
her
she
eyes.
must stay
She
calm.
had to
She
think.
had to protect her
Soon,
innocence.
she thought of a plan.
Temptation.
No, Yunmo.
Can you not do it here?
I feel terrible.
Nika's voice
With
trembled.
tears in
I
it.
won't do
I
anything
put
to
plenty
you.
of oil here.
So you
she
should
thought
be
I
able
was
to come
just
out
changing
now.
methods
Wait,
to
but
mess
she
with
tried
her.
again.
Believe
I'm
a
willing
word.
to be your
Yunmo,
girlfriend.
let's take it slow, okay?
Let's go
First,
on a date tomorrow.
Her
She
words
was
yes,
really
I would
lying
lie just to
once
get
she
back.
got
I wouldn't
stupid.
be under my control
This
anymore.
side is ready to.
Nika,
Relax your
let's
body
work
and
together.
I'll let you out.
That
I
posture
gripped
made
firmly.
Nika's
She
danger
quickly
alarm
begged for
explode.
mercy.
I shook my
and
head.
said all
What was she
kinds
thinking?
of bold
Forget
things.
it. The only way to
This
solve
is to pull her out.
whether she
I started
cooperated
dragging
or
her
not.
backward.
Nika felt something press
How
close
desperate
behind
was
her
I
and
supposed to
panic
be?
was even
Even
more
more
considering her
offer.
safer.
She felt completely
Her whole
doomed,
body
and she
trembled
had
in
already
fear and
imagined
resentment.
108
It hurt.
ways
Cold
to
and
cut
pain.
me
How
to
much
pieces
strength are you
after
using?
escaping.
Trembled harder.
The
like
moment
someone
she
thrown
finished
into
speaking,
snow and ice.
her fear only grew.
No! I have AIDS. I have syphilis.
I used
Nika
every bit of
screamed
strength
without
I
caring
had
and moved
more
backward
resisted
together.
from the
Something
impact.
probably broke.
The campus beauty
Didn't
wrapped in
even
a
say
towel.
thank you. She stumbled back to
Being
her
a
room.
good person
I leaned
really
back
is hard.
toward
My
my
sister's
room. In Nika's
sweet
room,
big
she
brother
immediately
lines
dove
could
into the
heal
bed
something
and
hard
at
at
the
the
door.
door.
If I
Pillow.
dared rush in and really
She
tried
would make her
extra,
mind
I
focus
never
on
saw
that.
tomorrow's
Only
thought.
the man
After
whom
a
I
few
hurt
minutes,
only
I
then
hadn't
did
come.
she relax.
She noticed her body
At that
was sticky
moment,
and
she
smelled
finally
like
understood
skincare
everything
oil.
the whole
To preserve
time.
her cold, elegant image, she changed clothes and
But
rushed out to find
she
me.
went
After
back and
unlocking
grabbed
the
the
door
knife
and pepper spray from under
She
the pillow.
wouldn't trust
Even though
anyone.
I had
She
sincerely
only
helped
thought
her,
I was
she
trying
still
to
had
show
to stay on
goodwill.
guard. Meanwhile, I was voice chatting and gaming
Every
with my
time
sister.
my sister called me
Brother,
big,
a
I was
smile
about to
spread
unpleasant
across my
incident.
face
I
when
knew
someone
it
knocked,
had to be
and I
Nika.
suddenly felt
I hoped
guilty.
she wouldn't move
After
out
telling my
because of
sister,
this.
I limped to the door. When I opened it, the campus beauty looked
I
sincere.
came to
my
thank
face
you.
turned
Thank you.
slightly red.
I shook my head and
that
said,
was what I should do.
Anything
My
else?
sister is waiting for me. Mia smiled gently
I
and
was
said
stunned.
goodnight.
The gentle,
kind, understanding campus
It was
beauty
hard to
girl
imagine
had
her
been
not
the
tempting
same
me.
pure
Nika,
with all
I
kinds
replied.
of fragrant
The next day in
promises.
class,
I learned why Nika
someone
had
had put
moved
her
out of the
roommate,
dorm
her face
and
towel,
rented a place
wiped her
everyone
towel,
thought
and
bullied
Nika
her
on
had,
purpose.
so she was excluded
No
and had
choice but
after
to rent
school.
outside.
Nika went home first.
She
had a
changed the
nightmare
duvet
last
cover.
night and so
But inside the
she
neat
found a
folded
little cat
blanket
rolling around.
Stop running
To
inside.
catch the
What
Nika
she
claws
didn't
that
notice
her long skirt
had a loose thread caught
after
on
she
the
crawled
zipper
in.
hook.
The duvet opening tightened
Dangle
inward.
thought
Nika
Nika was
became
exhausted,
but
and
she
ran
didn't
all
dislike
over
animals.
inside
She didn't mind
because
the cat's
it was
trouble.
only
She
a
let her
kitten.
guard down again. again. Then as she crawled forward,
Her hand suddenly
she
found
reached the
empty
edge
air,
of the bed
tumbling
and
to
rolled
the
off.
floor.
Did she realize
She was tightly
I'm
trapped
done.
inside.
At that
I
time,
was lying on the sofa,
Sister
chatting
went
with
from
my
Nika's
noise.
room
Serious.
startled me.
I walked over
What
and
the
saw
heck
Mommy
is this?
wrapped
Nika.
her bedsheet on the floor.
What happened to you? Nika made
The
muffled
tighter
sounds.
the sheet wrapped
the more
around
she
her,
seemed the cold floor. I didn't think much,
planning to put her
and
on the
Nika
bed.
thought
She was
and
only
I should
wrapped up.
simply
unwrap her like
But why was
opening
she
a
being
package.
carried?
You
let me go.
Hearing her shout, I guiltily threw
My
her onto the
movement
bed.
had been too
and Nika
sudden.
panicked
She
even
thought I
more.
had
Her onto
impatiently
the bed
thrown
to play. Maybe being stuck in the washing machine yesterday.
Now there was
wasn't
no such
fun
problem.
After throwing her on
I
the
didn't
bed
know where
to pull her out from. Nika, the duvet cover
And the
is
cat
wrapped
is
too
uncomfortable.
comfortable
How about I
inside
cut it open
too.
with scissors?
In her eyes,
Nika gritted
I
her
had
teeth.
become
She
someone
thought
trying to
scissors were
assault
just an
her and
excuse
make
to
it
cut
easier
open
for me
certain
to do
things.
bad wrapped in the duvet cover.
No matter
was
how
kind of
sharp
safe.
I was,
I couldn't pierce through it.
I didn't overthink it. I assumed she just
So I
didn't want the
carefully
blanket
looked for
ruined.
an
Right
opening.
then, one of her feet
And I grabbed
peeked
it.
out. Nika
Everyone knows
instantly
that
panicked.
for men,
Even
be
one
played
exposed
with in
foot
countless
can
ways. If I
raise.
used that excuse
It would be
to
a
start enjoying
humiliating
myself
disaster
for
for
her.
Don't touch me.
Nika,
I didn't listen.
Stop messing
I found
around.
the opening.
I can pull you out soon.
But Nika's
I lifted
restless
her
legs
legs
and
and
trod
started
only
kicking
and
again.
down my
She
mouth,
felt
causing
this
trouble.
was
Angry.
unreasonable. I stood up on
Grabbed
the
her
bed
calf
and lifted her upside down.
man! I'll kill you. She hadn't
Nika
expected me to
exploded
actually
with
touch
rage.
her.
How hateful!
Now I wasn't even
She
pretending
kicked her
anymore.
other leg toward my neck, trying a hanging scissor move to crush
She
it.
overestimated
Only one
herself.
fell from a
my
real
neck.
hold.
The other was still
It was
in my
just a
hand.
simple
As for
hanging
any
kick.
deadly
She
move,
was facing away from me,
feeling
utterly
included
without
at
that,
all.
she
If
might
this
as well
were
lie
real
still
and
pick a more
I
comfortable
froze at the
position.
scene
Threw
and
her back onto
Nika
the bed,
crawled out
to
of the
pillow
sheet
for her
and
stomach
prepared
to
to
rush
the problem
and
solved.
I quickly left. After thinking, I came back and added one sentence.
Nika,
if you feel uncomfortable
living here these 2 days, I'll refund all your money
you can
tomorrow.
rent somewhere
Nika
else.
finally
Hearing
relaxed.
my
Her heart
footsteps
was
disappear?
complicated.
Should she move out? A place this close
This
to
cheap
school
definitely wouldn't have a
many
second
rich
one.
boys
But
offered
free
villas
things
for
are
free
often the
with
most
them.
expensive.
My character
Today had
was
been
decent,
a good
but I
chance
still
for
did
me.
nothing.
The next day,
Nika looked at the dirty
Little
little
Dango.
cat
Naughty
Dango and decided
for
to
a bath.
bathe it.
Trying to
Cat
escape
hated
her
baths
arms
and
and
immediately
immediately
tried
tried
out.
out.
Brought the stump
And
she
hung
hid
into
the
the
baton
bathroom.
towel
Doing
in
that,
case I had evil intentions.
to bathe the
She
cat.
took off her clothes.
She wouldn't
so
worry about Dango
the
soaking
cat
them.
rebelled,
Running
even
circles
more under the
on
shower.
floor.
Nika frowned.
Why is this
To
cat
turn off
getting
the
naughtier?
shower and
She
calm it
wanted.
down.
But just as she thought of that,
Something tightened
the
around
rope
her
tied
leg.
to the
Cat had wrapped
She fell
around
to the
her.
floor.
While the cat kept
Just
jumping
like that,
wildly,
moral
of rope wound
She
around
despaired.
Nika.
Was
she trapped again?
This
Only her
familiar
legs were
feeling.
tied.
so she could still save herself.
Once or twice,
But a
the
third
accidents.
time,
She didn't dare imagine what I would think. That afternoon, I returned from school and headed to
because I needed
the shower
to
was
pee.
running loudly.
Nika
really
Then
didn't
again,
mind wasting
girls
water,
like being
so I
clean.
couldn't blame her.
Just
as I was about
I
to
heard a
leave,
strange screeching
it sounded like a
sound.
blade
I looked
scratching
down
glass.
and saw
a paw on the glass door.
So
it was Dango.
Poor cat.
Dragged into a bath.
I
I washed
Nika
my
under
hands
these
on the glass.
Are you
while
ordering
preparing
takeout
dinner.
tonight?
I shrugged.
There was
Nika,
no
she was
response.
embarrassed
If it were my
because she was
sister,
bathing.
she would probably
in a
jump
towel
out.
and act cute.
I didn't bother Nika anymore and went to the kitchen.
2 hours later, she was still showering.
If she kept rinsing
Wouldn't
like
she wash
that,
off a layer
I
of
was
skin?
about
to keep gaming
Forget
when
her.
I suddenly frowned.
If even the
been
cat
either that
8
long,
lives
would be gone.
I rushed to the bathroom
Nika,
and knocked hard.
Are you inside? Nika, I'm coming in. I grabbed the
handle and forced
under the
door
pouring
open.
shower. I saw her
On the
lying
cold
tile floor. My heart skipped.
Nika couldn't have
I
an
quickly
accident
turned off
in
the
my
shower
home
Her current
and looked
state
down.
stunned me. She was miserably
The
tied
floor,
up on
like
a
I couldn't
helpless
imagine
animal.
what had happened here.
Believing her there was
She
dangerous.
had been
under cold water for so long. I squatted down to check her condition
hair
and
and the
found
rope,
her feet
making
tangled
her
together.
unable to
I didn't know
move.
where to start, so I picked her up from
There
the
was
floor
rope in
so
Nika's
she could
mouth.
only make
I
muffled
carried her
sounds. To her room. Without thinking too much, I put her on the bed, wrapped her in a blanket, and pressed it
Then I turned
a
on the
few
heater.
times
Next,
so the
I went
blanket
back to
could
my
absorb
room. Cutting the
water
rope
on
would
the
be
scissors.
fastest.
When I returned, there wasn't as much water on her.
Do you have a grudge
Nika,
against
I
Dango?
cut the rope around
And the
Dango's
cat ran.
neck. Free to easily the house. Nika's
Her
face
mouth
was
opened
red
and
and
closed.
wronged.
Couldn't say
I
anything.
had nothing to say
The priority
either.
was getting
her
her
hands
free.
and feet were
Holding
tied
her
together.
like a book.
I still had principles, so I used scissors to work on the rope.
It hurts.
Can you be gentler with
Me?
There was
Hearing
no
that
emotion
gave me
in her
chills.
voice, like a machine speaking. She bit her lip. red-faced, unwilling yet As if result, she was quickly put my hand on her forehead. Fever had burned her brain. It wasn't too hot, though warmer than usual. I ignored everything else, focused on untying her first. She sobbed. I'll take it slow with you.
Step by step.
Can you be dating? Stop lying. I became serious. I'll untie her handsomely and just wanted her to calm down. But then her tearful, trembling voice sounded again. She had noticed my awkward physical reaction. After all, I was still a young man. I didn't want to talk anymore. Really she wouldn't listen anyway. Lost in her
After
own
being
world.
freed,
I don't understand much,
but you can teach me.
I'll learn seriously and take good care of you.
Hearing your nonsense,
I turned and left. I'm going back to play games.
Rest well.
Suddenly, Nika grabbed my arm. Somehow, she had a packet of instant noodle seasoning in her mouth. How could I stand that? My body trembled, and I ran out. I felt that if I stayed one more second, he didn't take the bait. Yunmo, really a good person. She lay spread out on the bed, completely relaxed, with as if free smile. From just then, glass shattered. Dark brown medicine I quickly all over the floor. Why didn't you cover yourself? Lying spread out on the bed was too intense. I learned my lesson and knocked gently.
May I come in
again with a cup of herbal cold medicine. I put the medicine down. Didn't plan to stay. Your temperature is higher than usual. And you were drenched in cold water for so long. You didn't put anything in it. Did you? Something that makes me pass out all night. My face darkened.
Are you drinking it or not?
Crawled over.
She said it was only a joke.
And rubbing the blanket wrist made her wince. Bad if scars
I'll find bandages.
Feed me
but
the
she
medicine
suddenly
first.
grabbed me.
I squatted down. Her hand was with her needle again. Then brought it to Nika's mouth. She frowned.
Did you just
If I'm not blind, I was confused and didn't think what I did was strange. I always fed my sister medicine that way. Opened her mouth and drank it. She no longer needed to be so guarded. She obediently drank. It felt sweet in her heart and warm
After
on her body. She sincerely thanked me. I cleaned up the broken cup, door and left. The next afternoon, during
Nika
PE,
was
playing people training her badminton. It really felt like who had cut her foot with Nika's towel. Her Wakui's foot had healed after and a few days rest, so she and rested aside with her racket. One of the girls suddenly cried out, spinning toward Nika. Nika's pupils widened, and time seemed to freeze. Her eyes locked on the smug look in her eyes from her mouth. Had been planned for a long time. Nika reacted fast. Then the back of her hand struck her head. Her body staggered back, and she sat on the ground. Fear filled Nika's eyes. Her face was red, her vision blurred. She had a high fever. Seeing the campus beauty collapse, the surrounding admirers panicked. Eager to show care, it was the perfect chance to act devoted. Looking at the crowd coming at her, moved her lips and called my name. Scenes from the past few days with me flashed by, salty. If she collapsed was I the only person she could at the badminton court and walked over curiously. Knowing I had arrived, felt relieved. Tried to move toward me. I reacted quickly and caught her with one arm. Gentle and burning hot. Nika! I patted her face to see if she was conscious. Take me home. Stop talking. I'll take you to the school nurse. Picked her up and started toward the infirmary. Nika shook her head and said, "Stop messing around. If a fever that high is your body will suffer." A rich admirer beside us wasn't happy. Couldn't be carried away in front of him. Where are you taking Nika? Put her down. I looked at him coldly, but he was blocking me, so I kicked him down without another. And kept carrying toward the infirmary. Nika wanted to go home. If you don't send me back, we'll go to your bedroom tonight. I thought she would say something she was threatening me. I wasn't someone easily threatened, so I kept walking to the infirmary. The nurse stepped forward to check, touching her forehead, touched me, and said, startled, and withdrew. She was still energetic. He thought it wasn't too serious. I brought the medicine to her mouth. Open. Troubled, she clamped her mouth shut, and this wasn't up to her. After thanking the nurse, I carried her on my back to go home behind. So what if they knew? Nika and I lived together. After taking the medicine, I wasn't too worried. Suddenly, and slowly carried her home. I felt pain on my back. Started biting me. Stop biting. It wasn't the first. Last night, I didn't accept her confession. I hissed. Nika was when I pinched my leg, flared up like an angry girlfriend. My neck hurt. Was she born in the year of the dog? I behaved after that. You can't reason with women. Not to reason with better to play mute and carry her home quickly. The suffering. I wanted to go straight home, but when we passed a big supermarket and bought groceries to show off her cooking, biting my ear, she was too heavy to carry 2 pounds of pork belly. braised pork,
yellow braised
eggs,
chicken with potatoes,
tomatoes,
my mouth
scallions,
mushrooms.
I bought everything.
I hoped she could
The admirers
really cook,
followed
feeling
the
more
picture
and
that
more.
something was wrong.
The relationship between
Looked
Nika
more
and
more
Not
like
a
a couple.
closeness built in.
Only 2 or 3
Countless
days,
their
their
goddess
goddess
already had a
buying
boyfriend.
groceries
They
together
must be living
made
together
it obvious
too.
painful.
Nika sat in the cart
Buried
and I stuffed
under
snacks
groceries
into.
after checkout.
Her body was
She
stuck
frowned.
in
She
the
was
shopping
speechless.
cart. Why has so many strange
Luckily,
stuck
it was
situations
only
after
a
cart?
serving,
Then the cart
but
out of
because the
shape
cart
and
was
I had to
damaged,
pay
so
for it.
I pushed Nika
which
home
was
in it.
much
I thought it would
easier
make a
for me.
fuss
Blow up
and
the kitchen when we got home.
But she suddenly became
lying
quiet.
in the cart,
I
like
touched
a
her
dead
forehead.
person.
It was still
I
very
felt
hot.
like
She had tricked me.
she had acted lively
avoid being
outside.
taken
Now
to the
that she was
hospital.
home, she could safely pass out.
Did she not think
I
I
might
might
carry
carry
her to the
thermometer,
hospital while she
shook the
slept
mercury
and
down,
tucked it
37
under low
point
fever
eight
after
degrees.
medicine. She just needed sleep.
Then I went to
She
cook.
had bought
I
so
had
much
wanted to
food.
make
But fever
braised
patients
pork and
after
chicken
making
stew.
rice
I
or
also made
crazy
vegetables
food.
and
More
and
when I
porridge.
walked
To
to get
sleeping
up and
Nika.
handed her
Put
the
this
thermometer.
under your
I
armpit
didn't
so I can
explain.
check.
Went out
Being
and brought
woken
in
up
the made her
food.
grumpy.
Where is the braised pork? Where is the yellow
She
braised
looked at
chicken?
the food and lost
I
her
spread my
appetite.
hands
helplessly.
Weren't you going to
show me your cooking?
You still expected
Holding
me to
her
cook for
achy
you?
head, she unhappily filled
During the
herself
meal,
with
her
vegetables.
temperature was
37
measured
degrees.
again.
I want to bathe.
Slowly
You have
improving.
a
I
fever.
refused.
You not want to
Immediately,
want to
she
bathe?
had
sweated too much in
and
PE.
felt
uncomfortable. So I brought a hot towel.
Let her wipe
After
herself
sending
under
her
the
a
blanket.
message.
In the middle
I
of the
left.
night.
Nika woke in shock.
Her
body
head
felt
hurt
badly.
seemed
She wanted
worse.
to use
Half
the bathroom.
conscious.
She got up and went to the
On
bathroom.
the way back,
She
because she
entered
was
the
dazed,
wrong room.
seeing a bed.
She collapsed
Lying
onto
there
it without thinking.
She suddenly felt
She
very
moved in
comfortable
bed
and
and
safe,
said,
like
some
feeling
feeling
satisfied.
She immediately fell
morning,
deeply
my
asleep.
first feeling
as
was
if the air
unbearable.
conditioner
I
had
didn't
broken.
want to open my
and
eyes.
since the alarm
I
hadn't
didn't want to
rung,
get up.
I wanted to sit in bed and keep
So I grabbed
sleeping.
the
But
quilt.
what came back
I rubbed
was
again.
an incredibly soft touch.
Why did this feel
Forget
like a
it.
dream?
You can
Dreams
do
are
anything
great. So
in a
boldly
dream.
moved.
It really felt amazing. After a while, I felt something was
If this
wrong.
was a dream,
Why could I feel
thinking
so
of
many
this,
details?
I suddenly
Nika
opened my eyes.
hers
Silence.
at the same
It
time.
was
Big
too
eyes
real.
stared
She
at
reacted
small
too.
eyes.
Then raised
I
her
shook
shoulder and
instantly
sorry.
and let
I
go.
didn't mean it.
Nika shrank inside my
Sorry.
blanket
I
with a red
entered the
face.
wrong room
Nika
last.
then I
mistook
repaid
you for a
kindness
pillow.
with slap without knowing the truth.
I touched my
Although
reddened
I had
face.
been
really
hit after
complain.
putting on clothes,
I went to cook and
Nika
told.
to hurry back to her room.
She apologized
her
again.
face full of
What was
worry.
wrong with her? Running here to sleep?
After I left, she wrapped herself in my
After
blanket
changing
and
clothes,
returned
she touched
through
her
the back
chin
at her
and
lobster
looked.
red face
Suddenly,
in the mirror.
her
In the
pupils
past,
widened.
Nika often
She would
had
be
nightmares
chased.
at night, and only in
Arms
her
with the
mother's
nightmare
I don't think
stop.
I had a nightmare last night, and I slept so comfortably. Was it my imagination? Nika looked at my
hugged
blanket and buried her face
My
in
scent
it. Made
she
her
was sure
heart
she had
warm,
mistaken
and her face
it.
grew even hotter.
Unbelievable.
I
During
felt Nika was
breakfast,
acting
she
strange.
lowered her
Then
head
looked at
to
me
pick
again
up food.
while
Are you
eating
sick?
happily.
Am I your side dish?
After breakfast, I returned to my room and cleaned up every
If
trace.
my sister
It
found
would
out
be
what happened this
scarier
morning,
after
any
school
other
that
lay
afternoon.
in bed,
My
troubled.
blanket had
But
been
her
returned.
heart felt
she
empty.
decided to shower first.
She
Somehow
somehow
looking
pounced
at
on
my
it.
towel. My scent
Made her
was
feel
addictive
safe
and
and
happy. Looking at the damp towel afterward, she gradually realized she might be a bad
Nika
woman.
was at least
told me
honest.
she had used my
And
towel. My hand.
Why? Couldn't
Nika
explain
stammered,
at all.
I
But
was completely
the
speechless.
wind blew outside.
She went to the
trying
balcony
not to
gloomily
think
in
in
strange
strange
directions. I
directions.
gave her head, made her
Just
tears
as she
only a
finally made
matter
a
of time.
something.
It was the
My
calming
clothes
scent from
hanging on the
to her.
balcony.
It was incredibly
Her hand
tempting. Unconsciously reached
and
out.
I could feel
She
her
stole
heart
all the
pounded.
clothes.
When she returned
She
to where she had been
realized
standing,
what she had
wanted
done.
to put them back.
But
I came out.
soon I noticed
on my
something
pants?
wrong.
Why
are they all gone?
Guilty
Nika
and
felt.
didn't dare look
I
at
looked
me.
at her and
Shook
thought
my
maybe
head.
the
I went
wind had
downstairs
blown
to
them
her
away
back to her room
and
scratched
scratched
her
her.
head.
Over. Her hair became
Now
a
she
mess.
couldn't return
Afraid
them.
of
She could only
being
hide the
discovered.
pants
She went to the
under
balcony
her pillow.
of
and
my
tucked
other
some
clothes until
that
they
would prove
looked
the
ready
wind was
to
strong.
fall. I came back
And the pants
dejected
really flew
that
away.
night. Nika tossed
Unable
and
to
turned.
sleep.
And finally took
She
out
felt
my
much
clothes
safer
and had
and
no
better.
nightmares
She was
that night.
frustrated.
After hugging the
They were
clothes
now
all
covered
night
in
her own scent. Although the clothes could
She
still
could feel it
comfort
wasn't
her.
enough.
Not nearly enough.
The next morning,
When it was time
Nika
to go out,
wanted to change clothes,
but where were her
the
clothes?
ones clothes to change into.
She only
hadn't
had
been washed
pajamas,
yet.
she still had to go to
Suddenly
school.
she had an
Don't
idea.
I have a sister?
Maybe she could wear her future sister-in-law's
Since she had
clothes.
slept she went to open my
and
door.
woken early. Her face darkened.
It was locked.
The balcony door was locked too.
So were the windows.
Was this to guard against
or
wolves?
against her? She felt unhappy.
Was that really necessary?
Once she got into my
Nika
room,
felt
the
as
scent
if she
had
intoxicated her.
Why didn't you wash mine too?
Nika sat
That
on
pouted slightly.
Wouldn't the smells mix?
You want?
What do
I scratched my head.
What she was
You don't want me to
planning,
go to school
right?
in pajamas. Your sister's
Give me
clothes
one set.
fit me.
My
twitched
mouth
as I thought of Nika's
Then my
figure.
delicate
The two
sisters
simply
when
didn't
Nika
match.
saw the
She
tiny
said
clothes on the
speechlessly.
bed.
Your sister's
How am I
clothes are
supposed
too
to wear
small.
these?
These
I rolled my
kindergarten
eyes.
clothes.
Took my sister's clothes back
If you
and
won't
said,
wear
even
them,
if you wanted
don't
to
I
wear
will
them
around
around.
you. And her
My
clothes
sister
are
is
unable
unable
to
to
go
go
out.
Nika
curled
Then
up
what
in
should
my
I do?
blanket
Think of
and
something.
refused to
There's
leave.
still time.
You said to
I'll
wear
go
first.
buy.
Nika shook her head
Number.
hard. Newly bought clothes aren't
They must be
clean.
washed before wearing.
Then I might as well wash my
Her
dirty
eyes
clothes.
moved
She saw
around
a
my
white
room.
shirt
That
in my
one
wardrobe.
feels like it would fit.
Lend it to me.
Down my
I
clothes
can only take
and give them to her.
But don't ruin
I
it.
quickly turned
Her
my
Nika
head,
took the clothes
then
and
she
was
complained.
about to change.
Why is it so
Seeing
tight?
my reaction, she said confidently.
So you do get shy too.
Once
My
I was
mouth
gone
twitched
and I went
Staying
out. The
here
bed
was
like
pure
high
bug.
in the
Or
sky.
swimming
She
freely
felt
in
more
water.
and
After
more
calming
hopeless.
down,
Prepared
it didn't
to put
actually
on the
look very
shirt.
good.
And the pants covered her
Leaving
legs
no way to
completely.
hide the
Outside
weapons
world
there.
was
And without
dangerous.
weapons.
She felt uneasy.
So she rummaged through my
wardrobe
when
and
Nika
found
wore
a jacket. That outfit to
Another
school.
group of admirers broke
What
down.
hurt them most
the change
was
in Nika's personality.
She used to be
Smiling
gentle.
like an
Now
angel,
she felt cold
refusing
and
to
distant.
let others near.
Those who came just to be healed by Nika's smile
Nika
instantly
didn't care
lost
about those
their
she was
light.
thinking
Plan
about
for tonight. That night, I had just started
I
my
helplessly
game when
opened
someone
the door.
knocked. I can't sleep. Can I talk with you?
Her eyes carried panic,
Fear and expectation.
making it hard to
I also knew
refuse.
her recent condition,
being excluded,
and the
blade
racket
incident
attack
every
had
day
destroyed
like
her
her
sister
sister's
lost
security.
security.
The difference
My
was
sister
that
had me, her brother. So the nightmares
Nika's
quickly
situation
faded.
kept
At night,
getting worse without
she
company.
could only drown in fear. I wasn't heartless, especially after seeing
My
my sister's
sympathy
shadow
was
in
stirred.
her. I stepped aside and
Come
said,
in.
"But wait a bit. I need to finish a
Made
game task
herself
first."
at home
At
and
that
sat
moment,
on
on my bed,
She already felt completely satisfied.
she really wasn't fooling
She had
herself.
vaguely
Started treating me like family, like a mother,
In
and
her
also
eyes,
like a brother. I became
even my
noble,
useless
seemed
gaming
interesting to
as
her.
she watched.
She curled into my blanket and fell
I
asleep.
had guessed
so I
this
picked
might
her up and
happen
sent her
without
back
me
to her
noticing.
room. She had already
I
opened
lived
the
wide.
blanket, then quickly covered her
Seriously,
again.
everyone.
I'm speechless. She really doesn't guard
Making it
against
hard
me
for
at
me
all.
to
Not long
stay
after I
human.
said
The
the
door
door
was
was knocked again. She held only a
Looking
pillow.
proud, yet
I'm
afraid.
scared and can't sleep. Could see sweat
She
on
must
her
have
forehead
woken from
nightmare. I quickly
Even
refused.
so.
You can't come here.
So why are you
I'm
worried?
not
You
worried
know,
you will do
please.
anything to me.
Let me into your room.
Nika
No.
suddenly blushed. I love you. Let's be together. You still
think
want
I'll
to
fall
trick
for
me?
that?
She lay on
Nika's
the floor
face
and
fell.
acted cute. I had a headache, but
Nightmares were
understood.
probably too
and she
scary.
only wanted the
But
security.
who acts
What
cute
was I
like
to
this?
her? Forget it. Come in. Nika
Smiled
showed a
and
victorious
dived into
onto
my
the bed.
room.
Nika lay
Propping
sideways
her
at
face,
the
looking
edge
down
of the
at me,
bed.
she
Asked
asked
the
the
question she had buried
mo-
for a long time.
Do you like me?
She really wanted to know the answer.
Because once
she lay
it felt
there,
like she could
longer leave the safety
lay
I
with my
gave
back
her,
to
not
her.
taking the risk. My thoughts
What
were
was trying to do
messy.
now?
Was she testing my
I
attitude?
casually said,
Who wouldn't like the
She
campus
suddenly
beauty?
looked like she
Same as
understood
everyone
me.
else. Do you want to dance with me? We're adults. There's no need to be indirect.
You're
making me embarrassed. I honestly made a sound of agreement, and she became even more
As if I
excited.
could say
anything, and she wouldn't refuse.
Nika
I grated
knocked
my
me
teeth.
on the
Never
head.
should have let her come
Then
over.
do you know why?
So I
I
lazily
don't
wanted
know
to sleep.
and don't
Sleep.
want to know.
Otherwise,
Stop talking.
I'll throw you out. It's
Nika
because
says
you
you
didn't
didn't
agree
agree
to
to
me
me
before.
before.
Did I really
Then
miss
she
something?
made
What
no more
exactly
sound.
had she said
Or
before?
was she messing with
I
me
was
again?
irritated.
Had to
and
restrain myself.
What an annoying feeling.
Maybe this was
in
Nika's
the end,
revenge on
I
me.
didn't even know how I fell
The
asleep.
next morning,
I woke up and saw Nika.
We
in
had
my
clearly
arms.
been
So,
separated.
Did she do this
when
on
we
purpose
slept
or by
last night.
accident?
And I
It
could
was
have slept
Saturday,
in.
but with
no
this
class.
situation, how could I sleep? I crawled out of the blanket,
Held my clothes,
and changed
room
in under the
leaving.
cat's
After I
disgusted
left,
gaze.
Nika
soon woke. She
because
didn't
her arms
complain.
were
She had slept
empty.
incredibly
She quickly
well
hugged
all
my
night
blanket
on the
and
spot,
rolled
like
around.
She was generating electricity,
But she forgot that
her first day at my house, she had to use the
detector
signal
while
checking
a
for
signal
hidden
had
cameras.
appeared in my
Meaning
room.
there was a
My
camera
sister saw
monitoring
away.
me. Knew it was Saturday.
Thought her
and
brother
so
would
she
sleep in.
opened the video.
To see my
If
sleepy
lucky,
face.
she could capture
A few funny
and
screenshots
store them
and take
in an
them out
encrypted
for
folder.
folder.
She opened the video. She clenched her fist and slammed the dining table.
The classmates around her were startled.
Her eyes were fierce.
As if she wanted to kill someone.
Gritting her teeth,
she squeezed out one sentence. Who is this woman?
After lunch,
Nika disappeared
somewhere.
And my room was
finally quiet for a while. I closed the door and
planned to take a proper
nap.
Limped
out
of
the
bathroom.
She had read Yunmo
comics on her phone,
found them interesting,
and squatted
when she
until
pushed
her legs
my door.
went numb.
She frowned.
Why is it locked?
But there was
After
no
sitting
response. Until her legs
She
recovered.
ran to the balcony.
She found the balcony door
she grew
locked
a little
too.
angry.
She's some
Why
improper
guard
person
against
even
her?
for a nap?
How hateful!
Just as she was about to make
a loud fuss,
she leaned
and woke
toward
me
the
up.
nearby
It looked
window.
like the window wasn't closed.
Appeared on her face.
When she thought of
she
it,
did it.
Nika climbed
The
onto
window
the window
looked
ledge,
big, but wooden bars
it
divided
several small openings.
Nika chose
Why
the
did this
largest
feeling
opening
so
and
familiar?
she was
Through.
stuck between
Going forward
and backing
speechless.
out. She slapped
Stuck
her
again.
forehead. Was she born with a holy body made
How
for
could
getting
she
stuck?
explain this?
This time I would
Forget
definitely
it.
think she did it on
Nika
purpose.
sighed.
I
didn't
was
have
a
to
good
worry
person.
now. Once she woke me,
I could get her out.
but
She felt a
deep down,
little
"Get me out
expectant.
already."
Because
Nika
after I
shouted
was woken by
unhappily
her
and saw her stuck
I
in
wasn't
the window.
worried at all.
Instead,
I covered my
refused
head
to
with
listen.
a
If I
pillow.
didn't save her,
She would be uncomfortable stuck there.
But I didn't want
Sleep
to save her
mattered
at
most.
all.
Though Nika kept
Noise
making
and made my nap
I still
uncomfortable.
didn't get up to shut her up. Only after nap time
I walked
ended
to her
did
with
she look
drooping
wronged.
eyelids,
Cheeks puffed.
clearly angry at me.
Nika, a person should have
You're making this
self-respect.
difficult for
Although
me.
I could tell
Self-love
at a
began
glance that
threatening
Nika
her
had
windows
tried.
at the point
She
she
tortured
tortured
me
me
every
and I
day.
get back at her once.
How do I lack self-respect?
Explain yourself.
If someone questioned
Nika
her
felt
character,
slandered
she
and
still
loudly
wanted to be a
argued
virtuous
back.
wife.
What kind of behavior
You're
is
being
this?
improper and making
Strange tricks.
She couldn't explain
Her
the
mouth
situation.
more
The
she
more she
explained,
the deeper
to
she
fight
would
back.
fall
She
into my
should just
trap.
scold
Oh
me.
my! If you have
Little
time to
Yunmo,
tell jokes,
why not hurry and rescue
be good,
big sister?
little brother.
Big sister will
Her
reward
smile
you later.
was so
My
wicked.
mouth
Why
twitched.
the gentle,
Cunt.
pure
Who
campus
used to
beauty
smile like an
become a
angel.
completely
She clings to her
forever in
strange
the
woman.
future
Why are you
around me?
spacing out?
Hurry and save big sister. If you're late,
My revenge reward will be smaller.